This is your morning in 8 minutes. Several school districts, including East Tennessee's largest school system, back in the classroom this morning.
Nearly 60,000 students back for another school year in Knox County. Here's a live look at Lonsdale Elementary School. Our crews are there and will continue to be there all morning long as students get ready to go back to class. Knox County Schools adding new security measures this year. They're introducing things like an anonymous tip line that will be monitored 7 days a week. They've even upgraded body cameras for school security officers. We got all the new details right now inside the WVLT News app.
And a heads up if you drive Tazewell Pike this morning. Part of the road is closed after a car crashed into Sweet Pea's barbecue restaurant early Sunday morning. Investigators say when police got there, the driver was not in the car. They're still working to identify that person. Restaurant management says no one's hurt. That location is going to be closed until further notice. City officials say the southbound lane on Tazewell Pike will be closed until the building is stabilized. It's expected to reopen either late tonight or tomorrow. Let's see how this is affecting traffic this morning as well as those school zones with Whitney Turner.
And here is a look at Tazewell Pike. If you are traveling southbound, this is where that southbound lane is closed right by Sweet Peas. So there is a detour in place. You're going to get onto Sanders Drive to Adair Drive to get past this incident. Now, the good news is northbound traffic on Tazewell Pike is not affected in this area. Going to be a really busy morning with the addition of all of those school zones coming back to class. Make sure you're slowing down, putting your phone down, and giving those school buses extra space on the roadways. Right now, everything is running smoothly except for Rutledge Pike in Granger County. We've been following this multi-vehicle crash all morning long. This is right near Henry Clark Lane. They do have the westbound lanes closed. If you are traveling this way, you're going to want to detour, use Coffee Lane or Highway 92 to get around this incident.
Whitney, thank you. A woman is dead after a truck hit her and another pedestrian on North Broadway Saturday night. This morning, 43-year-old Kenyon Warren is charged with vehicular homicide and DUI. Officers say he hit the pair while driving south towards Hall of Fame Drive. And 2 Anderson County deputies are recovering after a truck hit them on the side of the road.
This happened last week. Tennessee Highway Patrol says David Lucas Schaffner and Constance Nicole Schaffner were both off duty and fixing a chain on a motorcycle on Clover Circle Road when a pickup truck hit them. Troopers say Raymond Serber was behind the wheel. He is a Campbell County deputy who was also not on duty at the time. According to a report, charges are pending now for both drivers. And right now, the TBI helping the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office figure out what started a deadly house fire. Take a look at what crews were dealing with. The Newmarket Fire Department responding to the house on Highway 92 around 10:40 Saturday night. When they got there, a woman was standing in the driveway telling them her husband was still inside. Investigators say they later found the body of a man inside the home. And a Jacksboro woman is recovering this morning. Police say a man stabbed her multiple times on Friday. 54-year-old Angela Worley was trying to help the man who was having a mental health emergency. Police say Cameron Jones started stabbing her in the neck, arm, and chest. A bystander saw Worley and took her to the hospital. Jones is charged with attempted criminal homicide. He's now in the Knox County Jail. Well, 3 people are dead after a boating accident in the Tennessee River. This happened in Decatur County. The TWRA says the boat crashed into a barge. They found a woman's body at the scene. Divers later found the bodies of 2 men. Wildlife officials are still investigating what caused that crash. And a missing fisherman is dead after going missing in the Watts Bar area. We first told you about this story last week. Officials say 57-year-old Jamie Rixey of Loudon was on his boat Wednesday night when it flipped. A Good Samaritan found his body after it resurfaced a half a mile downstream where the boat was found.
And a UT student missing for several days is dead. Park rangers found the body of 23-year-old Bryce Evans on Friday in the national park. Officials say his vehicle was parked at Balsam Mountain Trailhead. They found his body about 1.5 miles away.
Well, happening today, President Joe Biden and the First Lady will tour eastern Kentucky to survey the damage from the recent deadly flooding. Both will join Governor Andy Beshear along with officials from FEMA. Right now, the death toll remains at 37 with 2 people still missing. This visit comes as Governor Beshear says the federal government will now cover 100% of the costs of certain emergency services throughout eastern Kentucky counties and cities up to 30 days. This is the second time the president has toured Kentucky. The first time was for the tornado outbreak in the western part of the state.
In new details this morning, Democrats hope to have the Inflation Reduction Act ready for President Biden to sign by the end of the week.
The Senate passed the $750 billion measure, with Vice President Kamala Harris casting the tie-breaking vote. The bill covers President Biden's domestic priorities, including health care costs, clean energy, and a tax increase on large corporations. Republicans, who gave the bill no support in the Senate, are describing it as a package of tax hikes and unnecessary spending they say could worsen inflation and hurt the economy. A vote is scheduled in the House on Friday. It will then go to the president's desk if passed. Good news on the economic front. The Bureau of Labor Statistics says the U.S. economy's regained all jobs lost during the pandemic. The latest report shows 528,000 jobs were added in July. The unemployment rate ticked down to 3.5%, matching the lowest rate in more than 5 decades.
Your first alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist Heather Haley.
It is 6:55 now, starting off the day here with again some patches of fog, and we'll use that humidity to create some spotty rain and storms. Umbrella handy kind of day. Sure, more likely to need it tomorrow. Absolutely. That's when we go up to scattered rain and storms. 40% of our area seeing those, especially tomorrow afternoon and evening. And then it goes up a bit more Wednesday as we have more bands of rain, or really batches, headed our way with that front midweek. So that's what adds up. Yes, we are going to see spotty downpours today, scattered tomorrow. Where it rains, it pours. And then we'll add up a bit more, getting into more of a ½ inch to an inch range for most of our area coming through Wednesday, carrying over into Thursday, and then squeegee out that humidity. So right now we're seeing the humidity with these patches of fog. You can see some very light haze. Southern to Central Valley picks up just a bit more coming out of Knox through Union, also going back to school today. Then up through Campbell County to Whitley County, some dense fog. Also over Harlan to Ewing area to Hancock County. So some up and down visibility this morning with those few clouds and mild temperatures. It's 72 right now. Knoxville to 68 in Whitesburg. Harlan, nice mild 69 degrees and 68 in Whitley City. We can enjoy the morning, enjoy that sunshine coming up. For those of you seeing that dense fog, that sun will burn that off for you here and improve your views and also heat us up. 84 at noon with a high today of 88. Just spotty storms, again, 20% coverage this afternoon to evening, but it feels hotter. So let me map out that rainfall with that spotty coverage so you can see what I mean. A couple of downpours bubbling up, very isolated, ½ inch to an inch, and those little blue dots there. But we'll walk through that track and look ahead to that cold front, especially the squeegee, as I like to think of it, with a lack of humidity at the end of the week. There's a lot to look forward to coming up on the CW. I'll break it all down.
All right, Heather, thanks. Also, an enjoyable morning for the first day of school. We hope all the teachers, bus drivers, students, parents have a good first day of school. I know parents are excited for that too. We're headed on over to WBXX.
Have a good day.